how's it going, guys? Welcome to CCG. Today we are going to be doing our week 2 battle, going up against Knight and his NC Nightdazers. So as per tradition, we are recording the team preview or team builder, whatever you want to call it, before we go over to Knight's house and hang out. So Knight, of course, is one of my best in real life friends. So I usually end up, when we play, go over to his house, you know, we hang out, we play some Pokemon, you know, we just chill and, you know, make a day of it, you know, have a good time hanging out with friends and stuff like that. And that's always really nice. So yeah, that's pretty much about it. You see the team that he has access to right below me. Gonna be there all video, all that fun stuff, and let's just go ahead, just take a deeper dive into it though. So he's got the Zero Aura, obviously very strong, very fast. It actually is one of the only Pokemon that can actually outspeed my Arctozolt while it has its Slush Rush active and Adamant. So we don't really want to run Jolly on Arctozolt to just outspeed a Zero Aura. But, you know, it is an option, I suppose, because Adamant, Max Speed, Slush Rush, Dracozolt, or Arctozolt, rather, hits 421, so this could potentially outspeed us with that, and could be even more annoying, because obviously the Volt Absorb means that we can't just spam Bolt Beak, which is cool. So, but yeah, that's Zero Aura. It's what else can you say about it? It's got good speed, it's got good attack, it's got a decent move pool, yeah, so that's about pretty much the long and short of Zero Aura. Next up, he's got the Savali. I swear to God, this man picks up Savali every single chance he possibly can. He has been on every single one of his draft teams so far, and, you know, I can't really blame him. It's near impossible to really prep for Savali because, you know, it has so many options. The most common is our Savali Steel, but I don't know. I could probably see Savali Steel coming this time, because, you know, he doesn't really have a great Steel type to take ice hits. You know, he does have the Durant, but, you know, it's not going to take special hits very well, so especially defensive potential Savali Steel could be decent in this matchup. So I'm expecting kind of Savali Steel, but you never know for sure. Who knows? Maybe Savali Ice. I don't know, and something else to resist those ice hits. Who knows? But yeah, most likely Savali Steel is gonna be coming. But, you know, that's pretty much the long and short of it. I mean, yeah, he has a very simple, straightforward team, just like the Zoroark. It does have that illusion ability, so it's gonna be really freaking weird to mess around with, for sure. So we have to suss out that freaking Zoroark and make sure that we pay attention to what's been taking damage and all that fun stuff. And my nose is really itchy. I don't know what it is. Sorry. But yeah, anyway, it's a Zoroark. It's, you know, has Sucker Punch, so it's very good, you know, for being able to try to get those, you know, those strong priority hits off. However, it's most notably a special attacker, so we're kind of leaning towards trying to take that thing on more on the especially offensive side. But, you know, it's Zoroark. It can do a lot of things, and it's really cool. So, really cool Pokemon. Araquanid is probably also going to come. I do think that these first 4 are pretty much shoo-in to come, but Araquanid is strong. It, you know, can take a lot of punishment, gets up the webs. You know, what else can I say about it? So it's a good mon. It's going to hit hard. It's going to get up the webs. It doesn't have any reliable recovery, and but you know, that's okay. So next up, he's got the Galarian Articuno. Galarian Articuno is actually the only one of the Galar birds that does get any form of recovery, which is pretty cool. It gets recover, so we have to keep an eye on that, and we got to make sure that it doesn't get out of hand with, like, a, you know, Calm Mind, recover, stored power, air slash, whatever set, you know. So that would be, we're gonna have to keep an eye out on this. This is probably one of his biggest threats to the team that we have, but as long as we can keep it under control, I think we will be okay. So next up, he's got the Toxicroak. I could potentially see the Toxicroak making an appearance. I don't have, like, Toxic Spikes or anything on my team, and I do, you know, have a Salazzle as well that can Toxicate, but Toxicroak is, it's pretty strong. You know, the fighting type's going to be good against the ice types and stuff like that we have on our team. But Toxicroak, it's not super bulky, so it's not going to be taking hits, but you know, it could potentially come with like, you know, priority, gets like vacuum wave and stuff like that. So you know, it could be like a nasty plot vacuum wave set potentially. It could be kind of neat, but yeah, we'll see. Next up, Durant. Durant could possibly also come, I suppose. You know, these three right here, I'm kind of like assuming maybe one of them comes, maybe not, I don't know. But Durant, I could definitely see it coming. It is his fastest Pokemon on the team. It does speed tie with our Alolan Ninetales, so that's kind of cool. So yeah, Hustle, pretty good Pokemon right there. So it's gonna miss, but it's gonna hit hard as hell. So what can you do? And you know, it's not gonna be taking special hits very well, but you know, that's why I'm thinking that maybe he's gonna bring Silvally Steel, so he can with a Steel type. So next up is the Blossom. I could definitely see the Blossom. Blossom has a really hard time in this matchup, but I could potentially see it coming just because he's the one that freaking took the freaking Blossom that I wanted away from me. So he might just bring it just out of spite. I don't freaking know. I don't put it past Michael, but one thing is for sure, we respect Blossom around here. So there is that. Next up, Runerigus. It's a Runerigus. It sets up rocks. It can set up toxic spikes. It can burn some things. It can maybe even set up Trick Room. He does have the relatively faster team, but he does have some slower offensive Pokemon like the Araquanid on it. So who knows? Maybe he could have something goofy like that. But it doesn't have very good defenses despite its kind of meager HP. But it's a Runerigus. That's what it does. Last but not least is the Dragonite. His Dragonite is his S tier, but you know, I have so much ice offense and I have hail, so that multi-scale is going to be really hard for him to keep intact. And even if it is intact, you know, it's not going to be wanting to take a lot of my ice offensive hits and stuff like that. However, he might just bring it just because. You know, it is still Dragonite. It's really strong. He can just bring it like choice banded, like extreme speed maybe. However, I do think that his Dragonite sits on the bench this week, but you never know. That's about it. So the six that I think are coming is probably gonna be Zeraora, Silvally, Zoroark, Araquanid, and then probably the Articuno, Galar, and Toxicroak. But I could also see the Durant, the Blossom, the Runerigus, maybe the Dragonite coming as well. I don't know. So, but yeah, these top six though, I think are the ones that we are going to be seeing and the ones that I'm preparing for. So, yeah. Next up though, we're just going to like look at the team that we're bringing. We got the Choice Scarf Kyurem. We can outspeed pretty much everything that we need to outspeed. We outspeed the Zeraora at max. We outspeed his next fastest Choice Scarf Mon that he could potentially bring, which was like the Toxicroak, I think it was. But yeah, and we just have a little bit of in the defense. It's got Freeze Dry, Blizzard, Draco Meteor, Earth Power. It's going to come in, it's going to click big modest hits, it's going to get out, and it's going to do damage. I mean, it's a very straightforward Pokemon. Kyurem is a good freaking Mon, and it's going to do some big damage, and it's going to get on out of there. I mean, that's pretty much the long and short of it. So next up, we got Crocodile. He's going to be rocking his leftovers with the Intimidate ability. Stealth Rock, Knockoff, Taunt, and Earthquake. 16 attack EVs lets us one-shot a Zero Bulk Zeraora guaranteed, which is nice. And with the Intimidate up, we live any one hit from the Zeraora. Actually, with the defenses and everything, we are not actually 2-hit KO'd by close combat, which is pretty crazy, as long as we get the Intimidate on it, which is nice. The speed is so we can outspeed those base 85s, like the Toxicroak, which is really cool. So, yeah, Taunt is, you know, just to stop any goofy setup nonsense, and, you know, just knock off an Earthquake or just there. And then Rocks is Rocks, because Rocks is good. So, next up, we got Alolan Ninetales, obviously, with the Snow Warning ability, rocking these heavy-duty boots as usual. And then she's got Aurora, Freeze Dry, Blizzard, and Moonblast. Very straightforward set. We do not run enough speed to speed tie with the Durant. However, we're never staying in on that thing, especially when we have the next mon on our team, our Skarmory. So, yeah, Skarmory is going to be our go-to answer to the very physically offensive Pokemon like the Araquanid, like the Durant, potentially even the Dragonite if it does show its face. We are running enough speed to outspeed a max speed modest Blossom. I told you I am respecting the Blossom, and just the speed in general is good. You know, there is some things that he might potentially try to creep the Skarmory. Skarmory could say nah and taunt those things and be just like a nuisance. So Brave Bird, Defog, Roost. He does of course have the Galarian Articuno that could come in and take advantage of our Defog. So we'll have to be very careful of that. But Brave Bird is going to hit all of his things that want to try to set up hazards and stuff very hard. So yeah, Camel did say that potentially there is a chance that we could see like a Whirlpool Araquanid set or something like that. But Brave Bird is just going to freaking annihilate that thing, so he doesn't even want to trap us. So yeah, there's that. So yeah, Taunt is just really good on this against this team. He has a lot of things that can set up, you know, either hazards or you know, set up moves and stuff like that. So that's pretty cool. Pretty cool there. So yeah, Skarmory, it's gonna do Skarmory things. It's gonna take hits. It's going to be annoying, and it's going to get rid of the webs and the rocks and all that fun stuff. Next up, we got Lurantis. Lurantis looks amazing in this. She is going to be rocking the leftovers, which is really nice. So Superpower, Leaf Storm, Knockoff, and Synthesis. We can take any hit from the Zeraora. If he's like, if he's not like Choice Banded or anything like that, we are not 2-hit KO'd by Blaze Kick, which is awesome. He could potentially be like Life Orb or something, I guess, but I don't think you want to. But yeah, and then we just got Knockoff, Leaf Storm, Superpower. It pretty much comes in on the Blossom anytime it wants to, and it can't freaking beat us because, you know, obviously we have Contrary, so we can't do its stupid Strength Sap shenanigans. It's just going to be making us even stronger, and we can Superpower all over that thing. So anytime the Lurantis comes in, it's almost a free switch into the Articuno Galar, and that's what our special defense is for, so we can potentially take a hit from that and knock it off. You know, it's a straightforward set. The EVs, you know, seem like they mean a lot, but they really don't. So yeah, we have a little bit of speed just in case the Araquanid is trying to you know, speed creep us, but nothing too crazy. I mean, it's pretty cool. I actually am very happy that we got Lurantis. I think this Pokemon is actually very, very cool. So in the last slot, though, we have our Tornadus Therian, of course, rocking that Assault Vest and the Regenerator ability, of course. Hurricane Knockoff, Weather Ball, and U-Turn. So we have enough HP, so we take less than 33% from Zoroark, as long as it's not like Life Orb or Specs or anything like that. But you know, we don't take a lot from the Zoroark, so this is kind of like our primary Zoroark switch in. We have Hurricane, Knockoff, Weather Ball, U-Turn. We don't need to do a massive amount of damage with Knockoff. We still 2-hit KO the Zoroark guaranteed with U-Turn, which is really cool. And you know, Hurricane and Weather Ball just hit like the whole team. So it's just gonna be like a nice, strong, bulky pivot Pokemon that can come in, take some hits, get on out. The speed is obviously for the Durant, which is the fastest thing on his team, outside of the Zeraora, obviously. Yeah, just Goodmon is going to be good. It's going to take hits, even takes on a potentially special Zeraora decently well. You know, we can knock it off. We can, you know, take a hit and U-turn out and stuff like that. So obviously, we don't want to be taking Plasma Fists or anything like that, but, you know, we have Crocodile, we have Lurantis to, you know, stop him from doing any of that goofiness. So, but yeah, that is the team though. I think we have a pretty decent matchup. Not gonna lie, it's looking pretty good. So a lot of his setup stuff can't really go in on us like it wants to. Like the Blossom can't really do a whole lot. The Galarian Articuno, as long as you keep it under wraps, can't do a lot. Toxicroak, same deal. And then the Dragonite, I don't even think it comes. So there's that. But yeah, that's pretty much the long and short of it of the team. Wish us luck. I will be heading out here whenever I decide to wake up, because I'm recording this the night before. But anyway, yeah, that's going to be it for today. Like, comment, sub. Why did I say that now? We're going to the battle. Whatever. I'll see you guys in the battle in just a little bit. I'm tired. I'm going to bed after this. Alright. See you in the battle in a little bit. Alright, here we are. Say hi, Michael. Hello. Hi. So, we're gonna freaking watch back the game because we got, like, distracted halfway through the fucking game. Yeah. Shit. But whatever. It doesn't matter. So, we brought... You see the team. What was going through your head, Michael? Give us the insight. Give us the scoop.
Unga Bunga.
Unga Bunga. Why the fuck did you bring the Dragonite against the Tail team?
I brought Dragonite because they could hit every single one we have card.
Could it though?
Yes, it has Iron Tail, Thunderbolt, and Outrage, as well as Extreme Speed.
Could it though?
Yes.
Okay, you say so. Yeah. Well, let's just get into it. So, we led with the Tornadus, and you had that. For some stupid reason, I still thought you had the fucking Zoroark on your team, even though there wasn't a Zoroark. But yeah, so, Alright, so I set up my rocks, which is nice, and then I go for a taunt, thinking he's going to overpredict. But no, he's Unga Bunga, he click button. And, but it doesn't matter, because Skarmory just, like, walls half his fucking team, so.
Yeah, well, Samoa and Dragonite and Zero are my answers to it. I just want to pick on.
Yeah, I mean, you're gonna see how much of an answer is that? Only 52%? Get out of here.
Well, you have to get out.
Get out of here. So, yeah, but, I mean, like, what you gonna do to my girl Lurantis here?
I'm gonna get out.
Damn right. Superpower that's pretty cool. And me. Extreme speed me, do like a grand total of like 6 damage. Okay, 10% after the leftovers. And then I'm a boss. I'm an absolute legend. Yeah, freeze dry just because I thought maybe the Arachnid would come in, but yeah, and then multi attack, and then stuff, and then more stuff, and then we double draw, and yo, are you ready for this? The Weather Ball tech!
I didn't even know I got Weather Ball.
Oh, you did see knockoff. I did actually go for knockoff, so yeah. Yeah, I didn't want this thing getting too out of hand, so we have to go straight into the Ninetales. We got a snow warning. You recover, but it doesn't matter, because freaking Blizzard. And then you Calm Mind again, but it doesn't matter, because Blizzard. And it's dead. So your fucking Articuno didn't do shit. I probably could have counted. I might have actually. Did this thing have a lot of any HP investment? It had max HP. Yeah. It might not have killed it then. So, that was probably safer. But, yeah. Why? Okay, Michael. You see me U-turn as your Zeraora comes in. I'd go into cure him.
I don't know. Like, I was thinking to myself, he's gonna go for something like Blizzard or Dragon Dance.
Why would I freaking bring in my Kyurem on this thing?
Because you think you can take it.
I have a Lurantis. That's what Lurantis is for!
I mean, it's just take it.
Oh, it is. It does.
Or,
Very well, actually. So, yeah, we freaking nuke it with the Earth power, cause awesome. And then that, but we got a Skarmory, so like, who cares? And yeah, so yeah, we're gonna speed this up a little bit because this gets a little boring for a little bit. So yeah, I taunt and roost and brave bird a few times in there, and then taunt and roost, and he misses poltergeists, and he tries to rocks, and you know, then he switches to Araquanid, and then it freaking liquidations, doesn't do shit. Skarmory's just doing Skarmory things, but there we go. We're back to a normal game now. We set up Veil, and then he goes for a multi-attack. Still kills us through multi-attack. Yeah, I mean, it's 4 times effective. What the fuck do you expect? But Kyurem comes in. This was actually kind of impressive. So it lives because of the Yachi Berry, but then it lives again, and you set up the freaking manual rain. That was actually kind of cool. I'm not gonna lie, that was actually kind of cool. And then, but yeah, freaking Kyurem just finishes the game, so.
Kyurem go Oonga Boonga.
Kyurem go burr.
Burr Telly.
So yeah. Oh my god. So what do you think, Michael? Was that a good game? Why are you getting so far away? Come here.
Good game.
Did you have fun, Michael?
Oh yeah, that was fun.
So much fun!
It's okay, I get the cookies at the bottom.
Oh, don't you even start with that shit. You know I'm helping her prep. She gonna wipe the floor with you. His fiance is freaking higher up in the rankings than him right now. How's that make you feel?
So,
There's a good man. Alright, that's gonna be it. Like, comments, all that fun stuff. Deuces. Say bye!